Impossible, impossible.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two clubs here each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. Now a bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Touchdown, Eagles! Great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Kramer. Over the middle. It's complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. If you're these receivers, you've got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick in that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get that for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home.
Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Watson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for the Deshaun Watson. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kramer. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's what we've seen
it's an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And not much on that one, Charles.
That's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. He guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kramer. Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. His sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only 2 yards on the pickup there. Now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
The big fella stepped that one up in a big way. I think doing that has a big priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Pressure comes and down he goes. Defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others,
he's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Watson. The Sanders has got it, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Kramer. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
On the double. Double, 38.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kramer, and in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. The Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Kramer. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 55 yards. And the Lions are able to claw one back. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team thought they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To Williams on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on second down. Kramer. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. Defensively, that time in zone coverage is a rookie QB. What lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Second down, back to Sanders. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. To throw is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Off the bootleg, Kramer. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back to throw again. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Swift.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they got to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back to throw. Kramer. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away. And incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
As Sanders there with a 1st down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Kramer. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Troy Henderson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Suckup's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score. He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth. putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.